just thought I'd share this one with you. A couple of young bucks here fighting on the headland as I was chasing waves this morning. And as always, and I promise I will always give you an amazing panorama of water in any way that I can. So here we are, Lord of Water, Chapter 3, Show Me. Mila sat up as if suddenly startled from the edge of sleep. She looked at me lying there, awake, and said, "Show me. I understand what you have to do, so how are you going to be strong enough to make it right?" she said. I led her to the bathroom and started to fill the sink with water. It normally takes a few years to orient myself and to rehabilitate my power of water, but it gets stronger each time I use this ability, I explained to her. As the sink filled, I turned off the tap and placed both hands in the sink, cupping the water under them. I opened them out flat and lifted them slowly. The water formed up around my hands and I just lifted the large form into the air. I moulded it into lovely swirling forms and just played with the motion and swirls of the water. I suddenly noticed Mila's stunned gaze in the mirror and started to laugh. The water fell in the sink and exploded all over the two of us. Mila screamed in hysterics, and we both just stood there laughing at each other for quite a while. Mila tried to talk, but just kept bursting out with laughter. So I threw a towel at her and went out to get some cold drinks for both of us. She drank and smiled and chuckled and drank some more, just shaking her head in either disbelief or amazement. She then asked, "How much can you do with this? And what else can you do?" Well, it gets stronger the more I work with it. It is sort of an effortless thing. The harder I try, or more serious I get, the less it seems to work, and it actually makes me feel tired. But if I just enjoy the motion and play with it, it feels like I could make a tidal wave or something. It just feels so easy. I'm not really sure how far it can go. I think that is totally up to me. Kind of cool, hey? Mila walked over to me smiling and just climbed onto me. I walked back to the bedroom with her wrapped around me like a little spider monkey, and we both just snuggled, falling into a deep slumber. The next morning, I woke to the sound of a busy house. Mila was cooking breakfast and seemed to be busy with cleaning and rearranging stuff all over the place. I strolled out and asked, "What's happening?" She looked at me in a way that she does to make me feel like an idiot and said, "Come on, get busy. We can't do what has to be done just loafing around here, can we?" We did have some work to do. We spent the next week packing up the place and organising for Mila's sister to watch over her stuff as our journey began. We spent some time with our family saying goodbye. This sure is the place we'll come home to when all the work is done. We travelled across the peninsula to the portways of the water people. After a good night's sleep at a friendly bed and breakfast, we walked through the fish market and into the moorings. This is a busy port, and the strong oily smell of the fish market carried with it an industry of many centuries past. We turned out to the second main jetty and looked down the line of long and swift draw boats. Dozens of proud water spirits swayed and motioned in the light ebb and flow of the swell seeping into the bay. The generations of the water people is all expressed right here in the essence of these glorious lengths of pride. A draw boat pulls its energy and speed from the motion of the ocean swells and is somehow able to hold this energy for calmer, easy travels. We walked a third of the way along the wharf when out strolled a young master of the sea. He gave us a warm smile and gently said, "I'm pleased that you finally arrived. My name's Gary. I've been waiting for quite a while now. We sure do have a journey ahead of us." Mila and I looked at each other in amazement. How could this guy have any idea of the journey we are embarked upon? Lord of Water, The science fiction novel of the millennium has only just begun. I'm Mike King, author. I'll see you guys tomorrow night.